And So, Notes on the Bible and Religion. Episode 29, When a Book is a Library. Did you ever read one of those choose-your-own-adventure kids' books? You get to decide some of what happens in the story. You don't change any words or anything, but you make choices at major plot points and then jump to designated pages to continue reading. 2 or more endings were possible. How would your book end? The Bible has something almost similar going on. Allow me to explain. Writing was around for thousands of years before a book was invented. Oversimplified, the writing surface technology progressed as follows. First, there were clay tablets. Think 10 Commandments imagery. Each tablet was typically only about the size of a human hand. Next came scrolls or rolls made of papyrus, kind of like paper, or of parchment or vellum, often made from calf skin. Although scrolls could accommodate somewhat long texts, it took time and effort to roll to distant passages. Enter the codex, basically our book. Pages could be found quickly. Early Christians made use of the relatively new technology to collect their scriptures. The Bible is a library of sorts. It is a collection of shorter books, many of which were originally scrolls. The Protestant Bible of the Old and New Testament has 66 books. It was the Codex that first held the entire biblical library together. Eventually, the Old Testament of 39 books ended up being the same as the 24 books of the Tanakh, the Bible of Judaism written in Hebrew. The two collections are basically identical. The books are reordered a bit and they are numbered differently, but two libraries hold the same books. Malachi is the last book in the Christian organization of the Old Testament, and it is full of expectation. Behold, I send my messenger, and he will prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek will suddenly come to his temple, and the messenger of the covenant in whom you delight, behold, he is coming, says the Lord of hosts. Malachi 3:1. Many Christians read this ending of the Old Testament as having anticipated both John the Baptist and Jesus the Messiah. Promises are about to be fulfilled. Quite an ending. In the Jewish organization, the last book is what Christians call 2 Chronicles. It is reaffirming of Judaism. Thus says Cyrus, king of Persia, the Lord, the God of heaven, has given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he has charged me to build him a house at Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Whoever is among you of all his people, may the Lord his God be with him. Let him go up. 2 Chronicles 36:23. With the punishing exile over, Judaism is restored to Jerusalem. Quite an ending. And so the Old Testament and the Tanakh are two libraries of the same books. Which one you read determines how the story ends. Something to think about. The Old Testament books were not written in order, nor are they arranged in a perfect chronological order. The same is true with the New Testament books of the Bible. This entry focused on the endings of the Old Testament story. First impressions are often lasting. If you could choose to rearrange the order of the books of the Bible or their stories, which book would you want to be first? In other words, whenever someone picked up a Bible, what would you want the first story to be? Why? Print and ebook editions of And So, Notes on the Bible and Religion are available on Amazon. More information on my work may be found at jasoncdykhouse.com.